All right. One Piece chapter 989, right? We're getting a lot closer to chapter 1000. With all the breaks, I'm not sure if we're going to get there, but we're definitely getting close. This chapter, I'm a lot more upbeat than usual because it's a lot later than I normally record this. Scans came out a bit later, so yeah, that may be a good thing or a bad thing because I have some thoughts about this chapter. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. And again, people have been telling me don't talk about the cover page. It's okay. How do I say this? I don't give a fuck about the cover page, right? Okay, I don't care about the cover page as much, but I know people that do, right? There are people that watch me that care about the cover page. They want to hear my thoughts on it. So that's why I talk about the cover page and the cover story, and it could lead into something that's happening right now in Wano. So that's why I talk about it, and I'm going to keep talking about it, and I'm going to keep... No, let's get to the cover page. Let's get to what's going on here with Pound and Capone. He provided proof, all right? Let's move on to the chapter. It's really funny in hindsight when we think about all the people that were really, I don't know, scared if Big Mom or Olin were to come back and they thought, oh my God, Big Mom, she's done. Like Frankie running over her, that's it for Big Mom. And no, not quite. Big Mom is literally a zombie. You will not knock her out unless you have a Mother Carmel photo or she loses her memory, which I didn't think that was enough. And it wasn't a significant enough of a moment for that to happen. But, you know, she's all right for the most part. And this moment, it was a bit weird to see Luffy saying, okay, that's taken care of, we can move on. But that was more so giving credit to Frankie doing a great thing. And sometimes I think that's the problem. That's the disconnect here. They rather take credit away than give it. Like they'd rather take credit away from Big Mom than to give credit to Frankie and Brook for doing great things. And I think in this instance, Luffy's saying Frankie did a great thing, right? The problem isn't wrapped up or taken care of. That's more hyperbolic than anything. Or it's an exaggeration, I should say. But Frankie did something dope. He did something really dope this chapter. And with Jinbei and Robin as well. One thing that's been clear, one thing that's happening and it's shown itself, and it continues to show itself, is that Jinbei, he is... I don't want to say the strategist of the crew, but Jinbei has been making moves and his experience is factoring into a lot of these battles, right? Where he saw it coming. He was like, okay, Robin, I'm going to need you. Come with me, right? With Jinbei, he's going to be that guy. Where we saw this before, where Jinbei, he thinks a lot and he's always analyzing situations. I don't want to say Jinbei is kind of like the person that's going to move the chess pieces on the board, but I think he's going to be the person to use them very effectively. But we'll talk about that a bit more later. The moment with Shinobu and Yamato and Luffy, I think that was a comedic moment that I missed. But going back and rereading it, that's actually funny because Luffy's saying, yo, he's on our side, right? And then she says, yo, I am Kazuki Oden. What are you talking about, lady? Sir. Ma'am. All right. But yeah, it's a strange thing for someone to say. And I'm sure I'm not alone, but Yamato has been saying strange things for the past couple of chapters. Like last chapter, she said, yo, he is my son anyway, so of course I'll take care of him. But that just goes back to her wanting to be Oden and thinking she's Oden. So it's not a big deal. It's just funny. It's just funny because people were reacting to it. Because Shinobu and Mom is like, who are you? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, for real, what are you talking about? Big Mom inevitably shows back up, right? Because she doesn't go down. Period. I was going to say she doesn't go down without a fight. No, Big Mom just doesn't go down. So Big Mom is back. And Big Mom, she's so narcissistic, which again goes back to her childlike demeanor, where it went back last chapter or a few chapters ago. She talked about, oh my God, the feast. Oh my God, the party. Like, you guys are ruining, like, all these things for me. My tea party, the wedding cake, like, you guys ruin these things for me. Big Mom is all about herself, right? So, in this instance, she's like, oh, man, you continue to prove to me while you be great for my book, like, for my collection. And, gotta say, Frankie had a dope moment. This may come off as critical, but I've been missing this Frankie. We need this Frankie. Earlier in Wano, he said that he was going to get some Kaido killing weapons, right? I think an underrated power that we're going to talk about, maybe this is the week we talk about it. The most underrated power in One Piece, I think, has been technology. Super underrated. Super. Yeah, you get it. But yeah, Big Mom seems to be interested in Brook and Frankie. They're odd individuals. They look different. They look weird. I mean, Brook is just a walking skeleton. Frankie is like the super souped up cyborg thing. Right? Of course she'd be interested in that. Like, obviously. So Nami says, yo, Frankie, that's Yonko, we need to run. Frankie says, well, why would we run? Did you forget that Luffy's the man that's going to become the Pirate King? Someone did say that the translation for this is wonky, where he said something different, so I'll hold out how I really feel about this panel till the analysis tomorrow, Sunday. Then we'll talk about exactly how I really feel about this, because, cool moment. Okay, I'll say this. I have no problem with them saying things like that. I just feel like we have to be more careful with moments like that, because it was an all right moment, right? They're going against a Yonko, but I guess that's the thing. They're actually going against a Yonko. So, you know what? Much ado about nothing. Let's move on. For the numbers, I think we're going to save that and talk about them another time. It is important, though, because they are failed experiments of trying to recreate the ancient giant race, which is going to be the topic of conversation Sunday. For sure, because that's big news. I like Big Mom calling Frankie Iron Man. That was really cool. I don't know. Maybe because I'm a Marvel fan. It was like, yo, Iron Man? All right. Okay, Frankie, you deserve that. But Big Mom is back. And again, the Straw Hat's doing Straw Hat stuff. Jinbei and Robin, they are in position to take advantage of Big Mom not paying attention to them. And people are going to say, oh my God, why does this keep happening to Big Mom? Why does it keep happening to this woman? And it's like, bro, like, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. This is what happens to Big Mom. So if it keeps happening, why are you surprised every time, right? It doesn't affect her. It's just moments to make other characters look fine. It does not affect her whatsoever. She's fine. She's good. Like a body slam, even Jinbei said, yo, that was dope, but she's going to be back. And she's going to be even more angrier than before. I understand the portrayal discussion, the execution discussion, and I won't dispute that. But complaining about it every time it happens, I used to be that, right? I used to be like you, okay? Where I complain every time Big Mom got shitted on or something. I'm like, oh my, Big Mom again? Then you just got to realize that's who Big Mom is. She's a child. Mentally, she's a child. So simple things are always going to kind of get the best of her. But that childlike demeanor can change rather quickly. So, guys, get over it. The Straw Hats are showing just why they're legendary, or they will be, in which these combination attacks, Frankie and Brook, Jinbei and Robin, they're doing this to a Yonko. Again, it's not about Big Mom. It's about the Straw Hats. Oh, they're showing us that the Straw Hats, they are here. They are evolving, right? They're growing. They're getting better to the point that they're not running from a Yonko. A Yonko. That is impressive. The Yonko in question, this happens to them all the time, but nonetheless, she is a Yonko and she is fearsome. Frankie calling Chopper Commander, it was cool, right? Because it's like, it made me think of Luffy down the road, where every single Straw Hat, like the 10, or whenever Luffy finishes his crew, maybe it is done, but they all are considered commanders because they have their entire fleet beneath them. Right, that made me think of that. So I'm like, when he says Commander Chopper come in, I'm like, oh man, we're getting there. We're getting to the point where the Luffy, the Straw Hat Pirates, they're gonna be commanders of their own small factions, which is dope. And when you consider where we came from, I don't know how you cannot like something like this, or like this moment, or moments like this in general. And again, Chopper and Usopp getting just so excited because of the docking system. And, you know, in the anime, that is really cool to see, you know. Frankie is a fan favorite, right? So for me, reading a chapter a few times, I forgot how much I enjoy Frankie. I still like him pre-time skip a bit more because I like his design pre-time skip more. But one of my favorite moments in One Piece is Frankie and Senior Pink. Senior Pink added to the scene for sure, but it's Frankie as well. Hard-boiled. It shows us, or it tells us, that we should strive to be hard-boiled. I love Frankie. I do. When I think about it, he's one of my favorite Straw Hats. So Luffy's on his way up, was on his way up. Zoro's going to go with him, right? We know what people are thinking here. Zoro going with Luffy to fight Kaido. All right. But immediately in that moment, when Queen stopped them, makes sense because, again, the Kaido pirates, the Beast Pirates, it seems like they move. They attack. King a lot faster than others, but Queen was like, bro, I'm not just going to let you go here. I'm right here. Bro, I'm right here. Right? And like they didn't see him. They didn't care. Luffy going up? Yeah, I'm about to go fight Kaido. Oh, I'm coming with you. Queen like, NANI? So then Queen grabbed him, makes sense. And King is there. I'm not sure who's with King. A bunch of little demons or angels. Angel demons. There are a bunch of people flying around with King, which looked dope. Immediately I thought of, where the hell is Sanji? Then we see Sanji. Again, we'll get into like the details of all that at some point. The highlight of this chapter, that spread. Oh, that spread. People were telling me the time between the spreads has been 10 years. The last time was Fishman Island. It's been a long time, a very long time. And it's insane because 10 years ago, we got 3D2I. That was great. That was really great. That was so wholesome. Of course, it gets toxic because people start saying, oh, Jinbei's replaced Sanji, or Jinbei replaced Zoro. Jinbei is now the new left hand. Sanji's the, the right leg man or the left leg man. I'm like, what are we talking about? All right, what are we talking about? What are we talking about here? It's funny, but what are we talking about? It seems like it's hit a full reset. Not sure where it's going from here. Either way, the chapter was fire. Final spread, I really enjoyed. Queen actually capturing them and sending them back down. I really like that. Competence from the start, the commanders, or the calamities, whatever you want to call them. I enjoyed that a lot. Frankie being Frankie, I forgot how much I missed that. And the strats, they're growing. And we have to acknowledge that. And at that point, it's not a bad thing, people. It's not a bad thing. It's something that Oda is showing us. They're going to be a legendary crew. And some people may say they're already legendary. They've accomplished a lot, but a lot more still to go though. But guys, give me your thoughts. How do you feel about the chapter? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? What was the highlight for you? Give me your thoughts. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Follow me on Twitter at BroggoDAce. Follow me on Instagram, Broggy.ace. Thank you to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. This is one of the few times where I genuinely don't know what's going to happen next chapter because it could go anywhere. I know I probably said it every week, but this week, I really mean that. It's like a reset. The Straw Hats, they're together again. So now they disperse. What the hell is going to happen? Who knows? Anyway, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. I already said that. Thank you guys so much. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.